to my channel, and welcome if you're new. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of table decorating for Thanksgiving. So I thought before I completely shift everything on my channel over to holiday content, well, Thanksgiving is a holiday, but you know what I mean, to all things Christmas, we would take a little bit today to decorate our dining table for Thanksgiving. I was actually inspired to do this just a couple of weekends ago at our women's conference that we had at our church, and they had a flower bar, and if you follow me on Instagram, you got to see that. Friends, it was so much fun. It was so beautiful. All of the flowers were from Trader Joe's. And if you have a local Trader Joe's, you know that that is like the go-to place to get affordable yet just absolutely beautiful flowers. So I felt inspired. I was considering maybe not doing this video and just jumping right into all things Christmas. I've already had a couple of Christmas shop with me videos on my channel, but I was so inspired at this women's conference and just felt like I wanted to kind of play around with some florals and do a cute tablescape. Now, obviously Thanksgiving is like a month away and none of my flowers will be alive come Thanksgiving. But the truth is that we typically either celebrate with friends or just do a close-knit, fun family Thanksgiving as a family of 5 at home, since all of our family is back in Illinois. So we don't usually go all out and really decorate necessarily the table for a Thanksgiving dinner. So hopefully this video gives you just a little bit of inspiration if you are hosting and are setting your table for Thanksgiving this year. I am definitely going with more of an elegant and classy setup. We're going to be using some brass, we're going to use some candles, white dishes and linens. What else? Oh, flowers, of course. So I'm gonna pop in some footage right here. You can see I went to Trader Joe's and just grabbed some of my favorite florals. They always just have the greatest selection, you guys. And so I will show you guys what I ended up getting here in just a moment. But I am going to kind of put my tablecloth on the table and start getting an eye for where I want everything to go, and I will share all of that with you guys. Before we start with today's tablescape, I want to thank Caraway for sponsoring today's video. Friends, if you've been here for even a minute, you know that I am a huge fan of Caraway Home pots and pans, and today we get to take a look at their bakeware line, and I am just ecstatic. I cannot tell y'all how much we adore this brand. They have the highest quality non-toxic pans, and they're also non-stick, and I love that we don't have to worry about the harsh chemicals baking into our food or cooking into our food or into the air as we're cooking. It just makes me feel so good, and also they are beautiful. So we're gonna go ahead and unbox these, and then we're gonna chat just a little bit about their bakeware, and I'll also show you the pots and pans that we have from them as well. Would y'all look at this presentation as you open the box? Oh my goodness. This is probably the best packaged order I have ever gotten from any brand before. I am just incredibly impressed. This is so solid. I wish I had my hubby here. Okay, friends, let's pray I can do this. On the top here, there is a cute little box, and I think I know what this is from previous orders that I have made with Caraway. I think these are their super cute like cork pot holders. They are, oh, adorable. Would you look at that? Love it. I love that they come with these too. Okay, so we are going to kind of dig in, and I'm gonna share each one of the pieces with y'all, but these are to keep everything situated and in their place as you're storing them, and you can just put them inside your kitchen cabinets. My friends, this feels like Christmas morning, just unboxing everything and getting to see it. You know, when Chad and I first got married, we really just bought the cheapest of the cheap as far as kitchen utensils and bakeware things and dishes and all of that. So this is honestly such a treat and something that I do not take for granted. So I am so excited to be able to bake with these. Look, there's a loaf pan. You guys know I've been making so much pumpkin bread lately. But there's a storage spot for absolutely everything so that you can keep all of your stuff safe, which I just love. Oh my goodness. Y'all, just in time for holiday baking. Friends, if you are looking for items to put on your Christmas list, or if maybe you are shopping for your mom or your mother-in-law or your sister, sister-in-law, anybody, friends, this is seriously amazing. Caraway Home's bakeware is completely non-toxic. They do not include the potentially harmful materials like PFOA, PTFE, and other PFAs, lead, cadmium, or toxic metals. Make healthier baking a piece of cake with Caraway's ceramic-coated bakeware. Now is the perfect time to shop Caraway because they're having a site-wide holiday sale. You can get up to 20% off site-wide during this once-a-year holiday event. I will have my link listed down in the video description below. On top of their amazing cookware and bakeware, Caraway now offers food storage products in a variety of sizes and colors. Friends, I am telling you, this is a purchase you will not regret. Now is the perfect time to add those Caraway products you've been eyeing to your Christmas list or purchase them for a friend or a family member. They're pieces that are going to last a very, very long time. I can attest to this myself because we've had the Caraway Home pots and pans for the last year, and honestly, they still work just as they did the first day that we unboxed them. They are still non-stick, they are fairly easy to take care of, and honestly, they're the only pots and pans that we use in our house. Thank you again to Caraway for sponsoring today's video. Don't forget to check out the link in my video description and shop Caraway's holiday event where you can get up to 20% off site-wide. I have this catch pot that I got in an antique store, I think last fall, and I love it. I think it's so pretty. It's been sitting out in our shelving that we have in the coffee bar, and I was just kind of going through the house and kind of shopping our home and looking for things that I already have to make this tablescape. So this is one that I already have. I've never done a floral arrangement. Well, let me back up. Floral arrangements are not my strong suit, so it's something that I'm like eager to learn more about, and I did find an inspiration photo online, so I'm hoping to kind of channel that while I am doing my arrangement today. But I've never done one in such a shallow bowl vase, if you will. So this is going to be something new. But I was looking around and I feel like a lot of the other vases that I have a little more yellowing to them, which I do love. But if I'm using a white tablecloth and just some of the other pieces that I grabbed for this space, I'm not so sure. So I'm going to kind of play around with the flowers and see if this is the route that I want to go. But it is really beautiful. While my tablecloth is in the dryer, I also wanted to just share a couple pieces that I pulled from our home to do this tablescape. So as I mentioned, we're not actually going to be, we'll enjoy this for sure, but we're not actually going to be hosting Thanksgiving. So I didn't really want to go out and spend a lot of money. I bought flowers and that was it. Everything else I've got in my home. These taper candles are some of my absolute favorites. Shared about them a couple of different times, but they're battery operated and they flicker and they're super cute and I love them in here. So I have those, and then I also have just some little votives that I'm planning to use. I grabbed 4 of these as well. And then we're just gonna use some of my kitchen dishes. I don't have the dishes of my dreams today. I'm sure many of you can probably relate to that. Someday I would love to upgrade my dishes, plates and bowls and all of that, but today is not that day. So we're just gonna use what I already have, and I think it's gonna be cute. I also grabbed some Asian pears, and at least that's what they said they were, but I've seen them at the store called apple pears before, but these are a little bit smaller. Regardless, they're really pretty, so I'm thinking that I'm going to use them amongst the greenery that's on the table and just set those out because I really like them. I think they're adorable, or I might put them on the place settings. Who knows? Let me go check the dryer and let's go ahead and get started with this table setting. Okay, so as I mentioned, this is not my area of expertise, but what I have learned is I do really love playing around with flowers, and I also love that I really feel like it's so individualized and there isn't really one right or wrong way to do it. Yes, maybe there are tons and tons of tips out there of how to make a beautiful flower arrangement. So I've got 3 of these hydrangeas, and I'm kind of planning to use those as my guides going in here, and I've already got them cut, so they're kind of wanting to fall out, but I want to see those from all sides. And then I have some eucalyptus, and I'm really just planning to let that drape and fall on each of the sides, and that way it's gonna look whimsical and hopefully elegant and pretty and beautiful. So I'm just gonna start kind of messing around with this. This little trick from a friend here on YouTube and thought that I would give it a try. So this base is a little bit too large for this candle, so what we're gonna do is just kind of wrap it in aluminum foil and stick it back in, and there, it fits snug and it looks great. To bring in the fall color, I have these beautiful napkins that we sold at House Holm, so I am going to set those on each of the little table settings, and then we're going to put something cute on top. These are the most delicious, I believe they're called apple pears from Trader Joe's. I've seen them at Target and all kinds of different stores as well, but grabbed a couple of these and thought that would be really cute to set here on top of each of the little napkins. I really love the color that this is bringing to the table. So now I'm gonna grab the greenery and we are just gonna finish decorating this out, and I'm gonna grab some glassware, and then I think that's gonna wrap up our table setting. Okay friends, so this is an in real life evaluation of the space. I love all of the florals, and this is kind of some inspiration that I had gathered from online, but I do feel like it's just too much. I think my table is too small. So I'm gonna take all the extra florals and I am going to clip them, and I'm going to put a piece on each of the little plates on top of the napkins, and I think that that is gonna feel less chaotic and a little bit more peaceful and not feel like you are eating in a jungle. So the good news is I have bases all throughout the house, so none of this is going to waste. I'm just going to clip a few of them and reuse them, but I think something like this would be really pretty. To wrap up this video, and just noticed that one of these still has a sticker on it. So if you noticed that already, good for you. But I did want to just tell y'all that I hope that this video was encouraging for you to watch, and just a reminder that decorating doesn't always come easy. Sometimes there's trial and error and just experimenting with different things, and you got to see that firsthand from me today in this video, but also just know that that is how it goes pretty much every time that I put something together. So it's definitely a labor of love, but I am so happy with how this turned out, and I'm excited to get to enjoy it for the next week or so. And I also hope that this gave you a little bit of inspiration heading into the holidays, not only for Thanksgiving, but also keeping Christmas in mind. You can take these off easily and swap them out with something a little bit more holiday related, and then you have a Christmas tablescape. Thank you again to Caraway for sponsoring today's video. Don't forget to check out the link in my video description and shop Caraway's holiday event, where you can get up to 20% off site-wide. Thanks for being here, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.